Eat at maintenance calories. Maintenance, people. Oh my goodness gracious. Coach Greg, and today we're going to learn how to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. It's easier than you think. Some people think you can't do it. You can, of course you can. Today we're going over 10 easy ways to help you build muscle and lose fat at the same time. Let's get right into it. Number 1. Eat 4 to 5 meals with protein spread out evenly throughout the day. By eating 4 to 5 times a day, you maximize your body's ability to build muscle. Number 2, train each muscle group twice a week doing 10 to 20 sets per week. If you're a newer lifter, do 10 sets, while if you're more advanced, do 20. By training each body part twice a week rather than one, you allow your body to train 104 times in a year, in comparison to only 52. Not only that, you have fewer calories, perhaps less energy. By splitting up your workout into 2 sessions in a week for each muscle, you don't have to feel overtrained and overworked. You can more easily recover, and that will help you to build more muscle. Tip number 3, do steady state cardio. Moderate pace or slower. Gone are the days of doing HIIT cardio or very high intense cardio. Like Coach Greg, I'm racing bicycles. You think that's easy cardio? You think you can both train harder than last time in the gym and go crazy doing cardio? You can't do both. You're trying to build muscle and burn fat at the same time. You need to do cardio, but you need to go easy on the cardio. Steady state cardio. If you do HIIT cardio or do your cardio too hard, it's going to provide too much stimulus to the muscle. Your body has to then recover from both the weights workout and the cardio workout. It's too much. Your body can't do it all. Save the hard workouts for the weights and do the cardio easier than last time. Tip number 4, eat at maintenance calories. I can't have you guys acting this way. 1 hour later. Tip number 4, eat at maintenance calories. Maintenance, people. 20 minutes later. Tip number 4, eat at maintenance calories. That's right, maintenance. Keep your weight the same. Try to gain. Let's say you're 180 pounds and you're 25% body fat. You want to build muscle and lose fat. Keep your weight at 180 pounds. Train for the entire year. At the end of the year, you might still weigh 180. But guess what? You're 20% body fat now, not 25. You've lost 5% body fat and added 5% muscle. That's 9 pounds. You can keep your weight the same while losing fat and building muscle. You still weigh 180, but you look completely different with 9 more pounds of muscle, 9 pounds less fat. It's called body recomposition. You recomp your body. You weigh the same, but now you have less fat and more muscle. Tip number 5, train harder than last time, aka progressive overload. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again at the same intensity with the same weight and expect your body to get better. Your body needs a stimulus for growth. It needs an encouragement. It needs a signal. It needs to lift heavier, to go longer, to train harder. It doesn't need to be every day, but over time you need to provide a greater stimulus, something to encourage the body to keep getting bigger. So don't expect to get your dream physique by following a program you got on bodybuilding.com where you're training half-ass. If you train half-ass, the best you can hope for is to maintain your physique. You want an improved physique with more fat and less muscle, work harder than last time. Tip number 6, eat more protein. Not only is protein needed to build muscle, it's also satiating. The more protein you eat, the less likely you are to binge. It keeps you full. Has a higher thermic effect. That means it takes more energy to convert 1,000 calories of protein into body fat than it does to convert 1,000 calories of fat into fat. Does that make sense? So if you eat a lot of protein, you will literally have a faster metabolism. Doesn't mean you're breaking the laws of thermodynamics. It just means that the calories out portion is increased. You're burning more calories by eating more protein. How much protein? 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight or more is going to help. If you weigh 150 pounds, 150 grams of protein. 300 pounds, 300 grams. 400 pounds, 400 grams. And no, I'm not saying you need 400 grams of protein to build muscle. You might weigh 400 pounds and 200 pounds is lean and the other 200 pounds is fat. But if you weigh 400 pounds, you can eat 400 grams of protein. You need a lot of food to be that big. So don't go on a crash diet to lose weight. Take your time. The slower you lose weight, the better. Tip number 7, sleep more. Most people don't sleep enough. And when you're sleeping, your body is recovering. And guess what? If you're sleeping, you can't be eating. Unless you're sleepwalking, but that's another problem. So the more sleep you get, the better. It's going to regulate your hormones. You're going to end up feeling less hungry. People who sleep more aren't as hungry as those who don't get enough sleep. So when in doubt, sleep more. If I had the choice to take a pre-workout or fat burner or take something to help me sleep, I'm taking something to help me sleep. Sleeping is more important than taking a pre-workout. So if you're suffering from insomnia or have difficulty sleeping, go see your doctor and do something about it. Take something, listen to the advice of your doctor. Tip number 8, increase NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. What does that mean? It means be more active when you're inactive. So what that means is you need to try to burn more calories when you're at rest. A lot of the calories we burn up in the day are not those calories done doing cardio or doing weights. Doing laundry, cleaning, vacuuming, making food, dancing a little bit, bobbing the head. Everything you do during the day, it adds up. You can easily burn an extra 500 calories a day just by being a more active person. But if you just lay in bed all day and don't move watching movies, you're not burning many calories. So when in doubt, move more. Tip number 9, evenly spread out protein and calories throughout the day. If you're intermittent fasting or skipping meals or doing carb backloading or following some kind of fad diet, stop. So for example, if you're 200 pounds eating 5 meals a day, rather than having 4 meals with 20 grams and 1 with 120, try to eat 5 meals with 40 grams. Spread out your calories more evenly. In doing so, you'll have a greater chance of having energy throughout the day and maximizing muscle protein synthesis, which simply means building more muscle all freaking day and night. So don't think you can build as much muscle by eating a 4 or 6 hour window as you can by spreading out your meals all throughout the day. Don't skip breakfast. Don't think you can't eat at night. Spread out your meals evenly throughout the day, probably about 4 hours apart. Tip number 10, optimize your supplement intake, your supplement protocol. Whether you're natural or not natural, optimize what you're doing. If you're natural, try taking creatine. Use caffeine or a fat burner pre-workout to help you burn more fat and be less hungry. Gives you energy. If you can't sleep, try taking melatonin. If you have insomnia, talk to your doctor. Optimize what you're doing. If you're not natural, talk to your doctor. Tell them what you're doing. Make sure you're not endangering your health. Be safe. Don't abuse PEDs. You might need HRT, you might not. I don't know. I am not a freaking doctor. Go ask your doctor. Make sure you talk with your doctor in order to optimize what you're doing to burn fat and build muscle at the same time while maintaining a healthy physique. And here's a bonus tip because I know you want to lose fat faster. If you want to lose fat faster, you're not happy with just maintaining, lose the weight slower than last time. The worst thing you can do is try to lose the fat too fast. So here's the breakdown. If you want to optimize building muscle while also burning fat at the same time, you need to go in a smaller calorie deficit. You need to give yourself a longer period of time to lose the weight. Sure, you can go on a crash diet and you're going to lose fat a lot faster, but the goal here is to not lose muscle in the process. So if you're really overweight, you're obese, you can lose weight faster. But if you want to build as much muscle while doing so, do not cut more than 500 calories below your maintenance calories per day. That will still allow you to lose 1 pound of fat a week. And if you're smaller, perhaps you're a smaller male or female, circle friend. Try not to cut more than 250 calories below your maintenance. Still going to lose a half a pound of fat a week, and that's amazing. Think of it, you can lose a half a pound to 1 pound of fat per week while building muscle. How is that bad? In a year, that's 26 to 52 pounds of fat lost while building muscle. It's a heck of a lot better than trying to do all that in 3 months and losing 5 or 10 pounds of muscle in the process. That muscle you built, that's precious. You do not want to lose muscle tissue. Muscle tissue, it's metabolically active. It helps boost and speed your metabolism. So do whatever you can to lose the fat slowly in order to keep the muscle you work so hard to get in the first place. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IB Pro. The bloops are over there. Hopefully this helped. Follow me on the gram and the talking. Buy my freaking cookbook. You know that will help. And until next time, I am out. No. Come on. You're distracting me. Zorro, I see you looking at me in the mirror. I can see you. You don't think I see reflections? That's right.